So what do you think a parasocial relationship is?
I have no idea, honestly.
It could be, paranormal. It brings all kinds of connotations into it. I have no idea.
But it sounds negative.
It doesn't sound fun, so.
Or parasite or something.
Parasite.
I just thought of parasite automatically. I don't know.
All right, have you ever had a friend that is completely unaware of your existence?
No.
No.
How could I be friends with someone if they didn't, or if they weren't aware of my existence unless I stalked them?
Social media, I guess. Like
I looked at someone on Instagram.
Yeah.
But they don't know who I am. Wait.
A parasocial relationship is pretty much a one-sided relationship between you and someone who probably doesn't even know you exist. You care a lot about them. You put a lot of emotional energy towards them. You pay attention to their comings and goings and things about them. You feel vested in their ups and downs, and they don't know anything about you. And yet there's a love, one-sided, but there's a love.
I talked to one expert who talked about friends and talked about how all of her students will put it on just in the background. Or if I'm feeling lonely, maybe I'll turn on Friends. And for whatever reason, we attach to this kind of fun, cool friend group. And especially if you're not feeling like you're quite getting that in your personal relationships.
I was actually surprised that there was a benefit to it. I mean, I kind of looked at it as a guilty thing that you did that was sort of guilty escapism or something, or maybe even, voyeuristic or something about other people's lives.
The main benefit of these types of relationships is that they don't have the anxiety that comes with real life relationships. So if you have a friend or whoever, it's always a little bit of, I hope I don't do anything to offend them, or if they offend me, or if there is some sort of issue, it has to be addressed, and et cetera, et cetera. These sorts of relationships don't take a lot of time, and they don't have that anxiety attached.
Apparently, experts say that it's not a bad thing. It helps you relate to people outside of your little universe and our shared humanity, even if it's with someone who doesn't necessarily, reciprocate that with your life and looking into your life. You see it on their end. That has a value as well.
The way it was explained to me is it doesn't take the extra cognitive ability to have to get to know this character. So if you put a character in front of a child and they don't know this character, there's extra brain power in, wait, who is this? Trying to figure out if I like this person or like this character or what have you. If you put Elmo, for instance, in front of their kid, they already know who Elmo is. So I'm already engaged, I'm already listening, and I'm gonna be more inclined to listen to what you are teaching.
So do you have anything like that or person in your life that you follow?
No, I do not. I think part of it is that I have such chaos with 3 young boys that I don't have any room for that.
Jennifer Lopez and me, it seems like we have nothing in common, like whatsoever. But yet we do very little, very little, but enough to make it seem like, oh, Jennifer Lopez, you are J-Lo, you're a human too, just like me, but better, a lot better.
I got into Peaky Blinders, and what I'll tend to do if I like a character is start to follow that actor and then fall down that rabbit hole. So I got attached to Cillian Murphy's character, so now I'm looking up interviews, now I'm looking up other things that he's done. So that's typically where I take it.
I consider myself to be a friend of Anthony Bourdain, R.I.P. He never knows that I existed, but I watch his shows, I read his books, and I consider him a friend.
See, I love
That's
John.
such a terrible example. I'm like, he's my friend.
I
cried when he died. I was like, oh my gosh.
I love John Mayer. I'm obsessed with John Mayer, and I follow him.
Would you consider yourself friends?
No.
Do you have anything in
I
common?
want him to marry me one day, but I don't think we're friends.
that it's weird how much you care, how much like a little kind of where they're having an off day and you think, oh, I'm sorry she's having a tough day. And you think, I don't even really know them and they certainly don't know me. So why do I care that they're having a tough day? But I do.
I know. I am understanding this now. I do have more of a connection to
All right.
these
I
people
got
that
it.
I know.
Parasocial relationship. I've got a lot of them.
Ew.